Good day everyone, my name is John Jesus. Welcome to Maths Words. Today I'm going to be introducing you to number-based system. I know most of you are familiar to this topic, but I will make this topic very easy to understand. Now, from the word number-based, you can even analyze what it means. Actually, all these maths topics, they have their fundamental, like their basic units and their basic meaning. So if you understand the meaning, whatever they are doing inside it, you just be relating it to the topic so that you can understand the topic very well. So from the word number base, what do you understand? It means number with a base. For instance, S can be our number, Y, the Y, which is the subscript, will be our what? Our base. That's what we call number base. Do you understand now? So whenever you have this number base, you must be careful when you see any question like this and when you are giving yourself question, because this is the simplest topic. You can even bring out questions by yourself, but listen to the rule that you must take note of. The rule is that whenever this X is here, this number must be greater, like the base must be greater than the highest number in the scene. Like now, if we have 117 as an example, remember the highest number here is 7. So the base that you must give it must be greater than this 7, which is the highest number in that numbers. So you must give it the number that is greater than it. For instance, it must be 8 or 9 or 10, 11, and so on and so forth. It must not be number equals to the highest number in this, or a number greater than this number. Is that understood? The number less than this number rather. Now, for instance, if I write 152, the highest number here is 5. What can I give it? I can give it base 6. If I like, I can give it base 7. If I like, I can give it base 8, base 9, and so on and so forth. Do you understand now? So whenever you have this, you must be able to give yourself question and analyze if the question is correct or not. Seeing this, you can see that the question is correct. If you now see this, is this one correct? Who can tell me if this one is correct? Is this one correct? All right, you are right. It is not correct because it is equals to this number, and it must be what? Greater than that number, which is 3. So it's the correct one. This one is not correct. The correct one should be what? 104 base 5 rather, or 103 base 5, or base 4, base 6, base 7, any number you wish to give it. Do you understand now? Now, we now have many numbers because every topics in maths, they have their applications, and this one is actually based on computer memory, how computer save data. For instance, if you should take a picture, the color of the clothes or the color of the thing, of the scene, will be recorded by zeros and ones by the computer data, so that it can be able for it to save it. So it's actually helpful in number base. Knowing this, you will know how computer like save, add, and subtract some of those things. That's why we are taking this topic. Do you get it now? Now let's now go. Which one should we now be our best, like our highest number, like the fundamental, the beginning of the base? Let's start with base 1. Let's now see. Remember what I said? The number inside base 1 must be less than that one. And which number is less than 1? Yes, 0. It's only 0 that is less than 1, right? Yes. Okay, let me now say that 0 base 1, 0 0 base 1, 0 0 0 base 1, 0 0 0 0 base 1. You can see they are all zeros. It has no meaning. So base 1 does not exist. So forget about having base 1. Base 1 does not exist. So let's check base 2. Does base 2 exist? Okay, what are the numbers that ought to be in base 2? That should be number less than 2, and that is what? 0 and 1. Okay, if I should write 101, 111, 110, 101. If I should put them base 2, you can see that they all have meaning, and they vary to each other actually. Do you understand now? That's how it goes. So the first base is what? Base 2, and it doesn't have end, but we normally end it at base 10, base 16 rather, because that is the highest number, or that is the one computer normally use. I will still analyze that later. So we can start with base 2, and base 2 also can be called binary. Note that bi means 2. It can be called binary, and it comprises only 0 and 1 number inside. Okay, now base 2, which is also called binary, and the number contained inside is what? 0 and 1. Base 3 ternary, 0, 1, 2. You can see each number that must be inside it is a number less than that base. You can see them, from 2 to 16. But in base 11, something wonderful happened. What happened? After 9, I want to write 10, but I did not write 10. But why? We see that 10 is what? 1 and 0. It comprises this 0 and 1 again. That's 10. And it makes no sense. I should put 10 also. We will confuse it with ordinary 0 and 1. So we don't have to write 10. We have to represent that 10 with what? With an alphabet. And we start using A, B, ABC, ABCD. That's how we'll be using them. And note that this base 2, base 10, base 8 also, and base 16, those 4 numbers, those 4 bases are the one that you just need to know the names of the of other names that they get, because those are the one that computer based on the most. So those are the one that you should prioritize on knowing the names. Others, quinary, centenary, septenary, tridecimal, tetradecimal, pentadecimal, you don't need to just put everything. But if you want to know it, feel free. It is simple. Just try to know them. But the one you should make sure you know is this binary, octal, decimal, or denary. They can call it decimal or they call it denary. Hexadecimal, that's base 10. They normally ask questions on them and know the numbers that they contain. But what do we mean by these numbers? For instance, now let me take base 6 as an example. If it is 54, or I can write 213 base 6. It is possible. Since this 213 is in base 6, I can write it. Do you understand? But once I write 6 here, it is wrong. Remember, it must not be the same as I said earlier, and if it is 7 also, it is actually wrong because it is greater than the base. So it must be less than the base. So this is the end of today's video. But before we go, I must give you just 3 questions to solve. Join these 3 questions, just write it in your comments, or let's go. The first one, the questions that you should solve within some minutes, and drop the answers in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. These will be helpful. Thank you.